Hello Google, thank you so much for all of your help in getting the BellaRuby app going. You sent us some notes yesterday and I'm making this video for clarification on the tasks, calendars, and drive functions that you needed us to show you, so let's jump into it. Okay, so we have a list of your most recent notes here on the left-hand side, and the first thing is view and edit events on all of your calendars. And I'll show you how we're using appointments. We'd certainly love your feedback here if we need it. We have the ability in our app to add an appointment. So I'm going to do that now by clicking the plus sign here. And I'm going to say it's a follow-up. So that's giving it a title, Test Appointment for Beth. Okay, so this is us creating an appointment. Now you'll notice that we created an appointment for this person, and we don't have the ability, we haven't created the functionality of deleting this. We just have the ability to view appointments in our system that have already occurred in the past and obviously create an appointment, and this will show up in the calendar as well. Okay, the next item in the list, we have taken away this part of the scope in the console because we don't need to do any of these things in the calendar. We realize that we don't need access to this second item in your list, so you can take a look and verify that we've removed that. The third item, create, edit, organize, and delete all of your tasks. This is the functionality that we have created around tasks. I'm going to go ahead and add a new task, test task for Beth. I'm going to give it a time, a date, tomorrow, and a time, and we have created a task for Beth. Now the reason that we need edit access with the tasks is because of this checkbox here. So when someone completes a task, they can be in their app and click this. Now let me go over to my calendar. So it says task completed successfully. You will notice over here that the test task for Beth was crossed off, which is why we need the ability to edit the task in the system. That's the only functionality we have. Okay, one more thing on the tasks before I move on to the drive. So you notice that we created, and it's not bold, so you didn't need clarification on that, which is fine. The only edit tool that we really have is the ability to check off the task that it's been completed. We don't need to organize, so we don't have any functionality in our software about organizing these tasks into any type of specific lists or anything like that. And nor do we have the ability to delete or the desire to delete the tasks, but because this is all included in your one scope, I can see why you would want us to explain or show you how we're using this, but the only real part of the scope that we're using and need is create and edit. And editing is really more all about just putting the check mark here showing that it's been completed. That's all the functionality that we have around the tasks in the system. Now on the drive scope, it's the same type of scenario as the tasks where we only really need to see and create. And I'll show you why. So you want us to show you how we need to edit them, but we don't have any functionality around editing them. And we don't have the desire, and we've even explained this in another video, to delete all of the Google Drive files. So you're asking for two things in bold here that we have no desire to do, nor have we created any functionality around that. But because this is all part of this scope, I can certainly see and understand why you are wanting us to display this to you. But let me just show you. This is all the functionality we have for our drive file, for our drive system. So I'm going to go to the plus sign by files, and I'm going to just choose a file here. I'm going to click Add. Okay, now we've got the file here. Now we have the ability to download it so someone can look at a PDF. And what we're doing is we're giving people the ability to delete the file from our system, but we decided to keep it live in Google Drive forever just as a safety precaution. So we did not want to delete the files. And if we look at your request in bold, you wanted us to show you the ability to edit, and we're not editing people's Drive files here, and we're not deleting people's Drive files here. We decided not to do that. But because this is all in your one scope, this is where we're just explaining ourselves. And we'd certainly love your input here. We really have no desire to create this functionality. We do not have a need for it in our business. But again, because this is all bundled into your scope, I can see why you would want us to display this to you. We're open-minded, but we'd rather not spend time and effort and energy creating functionality in our system because we just don't see a need for it. So what I'll do is just go into the Drive files here, and I'll show you that it was created. Let's see here. Here it is right here. Okay, so this is the one that I uploaded, and I am going to go back into the app and delete it, and you will see that we are not deleting it on Drive. And again, the reason is because documents are pretty important for real estate, and we just don't want someone to accidentally click this button and lose documentation. So we thought we'd leave it in the Drive file as a backup. So I deleted it from our system. I'm going to go back into my Drive file. I'm going to refresh, and we will still see it here. Here we go. It's still there. And again, we did that for safety reasons. So we would certainly love your input. If you'd like to have a phone call, anybody on the team, if it's easier for you to speak with us in person, happy to do that. That may not be in your protocol, but we're happy to do that. My telephone number is 843-708-4488. Again, as a quick recap, we have talked about tasks. We have completely removed this second part from our app because we realized that we don't need this with the calendar. We talked about tasks and the needs that we have around them, and the fact that they're bundled together is, I think, where we're causing some additional clarification that we just cannot provide, but they are part of your scope, so we're not sure exactly what to do there. We'd love your input, and the same thing for the Drive. So thank you so much, and we will look forward to hearing from you soon, and we hope you have a wonderful day. Thanks again. Bye.